Hey guys, just had a client contact me to run a bit late for a shoot, so I thought what better time than now to do a short video I've been thinking about for a while on constructive criticism. When to give it, when not to give it, how to take it, etc. The whole purpose, I suppose I should know where this comes from. I'm an admin of a couple of Facebook groups, participate in a lot of other Facebook groups. We see all the time the argument about constructive criticism. Now, this is my sort of take on it, really. The purpose of constructive criticism should always be to help, not to express your opinion. If you're just expressing your opinion on a picture, then you are not generally being constructive. Your opinion isn't actually that important. What matters is that you understand what the photographer is trying to achieve, and that your criticism is about how they either haven't achieved that and how they could achieve that better. That's where the constructive bit comes from. Now, when you decide to ask for constructive criticism, I would urge you to really think carefully about who you ask. I often see somebody will post an image in a Facebook group and they'll ask for constructive criticism, and they'll get a myriad of responses, and they'll get very hurt and very upset about those responses, mainly because a lot of them, frankly, are not constructive criticism. They are constructive, but they are constructive in trying to help the photographer achieve the commenter's vision of what the photo should be, in that the commenter hasn't really understood what the photographer was trying to achieve. Also, they come from people with a huge range of experience. So, when you're asking for constructive criticism, think about who you're asking. And if you're going to ask a wide audience, be prepared to just ignore some people and just simply say, thank you, and leave it at that. There's no point in telling them they're wrong. It's totally pointless. Now, when it comes to giving constructive criticism, and you come across a photo and you think, that's great, but it could be better. The first thing to think about is, where are you on the internet, for example? Are you in a group that allows unsolicited constructive criticism? Some just assume that if the comments have been left on, then constructive criticism is available. Many groups insist that you must ask if constructive criticism will be given, or that the poster should have said constructive criticism is welcome on this particular image. So that's the first step. The second step is, are you the right person to give constructive criticism? When you are a new photographer and you are full of enthusiasm and you run out there and you read a million books, you have loads of extremely accurate, extremely correct technical knowledge. And it can be very tempting to regurgitate all of that knowledge onto an image. But when you become more experienced, you will know which part of that knowledge is truly relevant and which is minor. Because when you're giving constructive criticism, my top tip for giving constructive criticism would be focus on one thing. Give a tip about the one thing that will make that picture better. It will help the photographer achieve their vision better. Not all the million technicalities, just that one thing, the first step. To make things better, we always start with one step. And if you can tip somebody off on what that one step is, they will take that information most of the time. If it's hidden in amongst 25 minor corrections, they will most likely simply get defensive and leave it at that. So, really think, am I the right person to be given the constructive criticism on this? I, for example, rarely shoot landscapes. So I'm very hesitant to say anything on a landscape photo, for no other reason than I know what I'm just simply regurgitating is learned information, things that I've learned from books, learned from YouTube videos, I've learned from tutorials. It's not coming from experience, so I know there's a good chance that the things I'm picking up on are not big things.